I try my best not to eat throughout the whole day, try to starve myself, and then the minute that I do get to that party or that event, I just end up binging so hard and eating as much food as I can because obviously I'm starving. Hey besties, it's Aspasia and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I make videos all about how to lose weight as simply as possible while still enjoying your life. So if that sounds interesting to you, I would love it if you subscribed. I post new videos every single week. So summer is in full swing, which probably means you're traveling more, getting invited to fun events, eating out more, drinking more, which is all super fun and exciting. Who doesn't love summer and traveling? But it does come with a little bit of anxiety for a lot of people, especially when you're trying to lose weight or maintain your weight in general. I know that eating out, going to different parties and stuff really does cause people to fear overeating and fear other people watching them overeat, and you're just overthinking every last bite. So as your personal trainer bestie, I wanted to take you through a couple methods and strategies that you can use to put your mind at ease when you go out to these parties. Now, before I start this video, if you clicked on this because you're traveling to a different country or somewhere you've never been and you think you might never go again, click off of this video, please. This is not for you. If you're traveling to a different country or doing a super unique and fun experience, forget about the calories, forget about counting, forget about your goals. And I am a personal trainer. I am not one to say that, but I am your personal trainer bestie. I need to be honest with you. Just don't worry about it. Enjoy yourself, enjoy the experience, enjoy the culture and the food. I promise that when you look back at your trip in 30 years, you're never gonna be thinking about how many calories you ate. You're only gonna be thinking about the amazing memories that you made and the people that you got to share it with. So if you are traveling somewhere really cool, really fun and exotic, I'm so jealous. Go and have a good time, but click out of this video, go enjoy yourself. This is not for you. But if you do have a work event coming up or a party or just a one-off thing that you don't want to really overdo it, but you also want to have fun, then this video is for you. So let's get started. First things first, we got to get this out of the way because so many people online in general will tell you to starve yourself before going to these events so that you can eat as many calories as you want and still stick to your calorie goal for the day. In the past, I might have told you this too. Definitely, this is a strategy that I've used where I try my best not to eat throughout the whole day, try to starve myself, and then the minute that I do get to that party or that event, I just end up binging so hard and eating as much food as I can because obviously I'm starving. And while I will admit there is a time and place for this, in my opinion, this is not obviously fact, I'm not telling you to do this, but in my opinion, I do feel good sometimes when I don't eat before an event because I want my clothes to fit a little bit looser. I don't want to feel overly bloated going into a party. You know what I mean? It's not always comfortable. Calories and fat loss and all that aside, you want to be comfortable and enjoy yourself while you're at these parties. So sometimes I will use the method of not starving myself, but eating a lot fewer calories before going into one of these events. But on the flip side, like I said, this can cause you to massively overeat at these events. So I think there's a healthy balance here. It's really important to make sure that you're eating kind of a bigger protein heavy meal at least a few hours before these events, just to make sure that you can stay full and stay satisfied and not be craving everything once you get to this party. So try eating a really protein heavy meal, maybe 30 or 40 grams of protein if you can, and then also include some fiber in there, some veggies, maybe an apple, so that you also stay full for longer. And this doesn't have to be right before your event. You don't have to force yourself to eat if you don't want to feel bloated going into the event. I totally understand, but you shouldn't be ravenously starving once you get there, in my opinion and from personal experience. And with this in mind, it's really important that you don't starve yourself the day before or the day after this event either, because this can lead to that binge restrict cycle where you feel guilty for eating at the party, so you starve yourself all the next day, and then that night you just eat as many calories as you would have anyways, if not more. If you're watching this video, me included, you're probably aware of what this looks like and you've probably done this before. So this time, let yourself eat normally the day before and the day after, and don't feel guilty even if you do overdo it when you go to the event. Especially if you live an overall pretty healthy lifestyle in general, you're allowed to overdo it one night and you're allowed to enjoy foods if they're in front of you. So don't feel guilty about it and don't starve yourself the day after. because it never ends well. We've all been there. While you shouldn't necessarily starve yourself going into these events, there is a way to plan ahead when you're going to these parties. And one way to do that is to look at the menu, study it beforehand, see if they have the calories listed. And remember, with fat loss, it's calories in versus calories out. You've got to be in a calorie deficit. So it's not really about always the healthiest choice. Sometimes the healthier choice, like a salad you think is really healthy, can actually be the most calorically dense option. So really try to figure out the calories of a dish and try to keep them a little bit lower. And by the way, if fat loss is your goal, I do have a fat loss 101 guide breaking down weight loss into 3 simple steps so you can start making strides towards your goals today. And that is totally free in the link below. But I know a lot of places don't have the calories listed online, or maybe you're going to a barbecue or a friend's place and obviously they're not going to be counting the calories there. So instead, you can use a few different methods. If there's no calories, definitely try to pick a dish that centers around protein. So a really good source of maybe a chicken breast, a salmon, shrimp, a lean sense of protein that is going to be a little bit lower in calories. And then try to avoid anything like battered, fried, crispy, creamy. Anything like that is usually going to be deep fried, have mayonnaise or something in it that's super calorically dense. So along with your protein source, try to have like a vegetable or something. You can get like double veggies. I know it's not always super fun, but we do have goals that we want to achieve, you guys. And just always be careful about sauces and dressings, because those can get way out of hand and they can have a lot more calories than you think. So I always get the dressing or the sauce on the side, and then you can use as much of it as you want. And then if you are gonna get maybe a French fry or something a little bit more calorically dense for your side, maybe just eat half of it. And this goes for food in general. The portion sizes are crazy nowadays. I don't know if you've noticed, but a portion on a menu can be like 2,000 calories, and that's just a lot for one meal. So eat slowly, drink a lot of water, make sure that you're actually paying attention to your hunger cues and not just eating what's in front of you. Never feel guilty or bad about taking half home. This is something that I've struggled with recently. I am the type of person that if it's on the plate, I'm gonna eat it. And I've always been that type of person ever since I was little. So I'm really trying hard recently to pay attention to my hunger cues and not feel guilty about taking some home, even if it's less than half. Like sometimes I'll be at a restaurant and there's a portion in front of me and then I eat like 3/4 of it. And then in my head, I'm like, okay, well, there's only this much left. I might as well eat it. But then I end up feeling really full, really bloated. I have a stomach ache. It's just not worth it, you guys. Even if you have a little quarter piece left on your plate, take it home. You might be hungry a few hours later or the next day. Don't be afraid to take your food home, even if it is just a small little portion. If you do get invited to a friend's house or an outdoor barbecue or something where it's not necessarily a restaurant, you can tell yourself that you're allowed to only have one plate, but you can have literally whatever you want on that plate. You just can't have seconds. So this is a trick that you can always use in your journey. If there's a bunch of food in front of you and you just feel like you want a little bit of all of it, you can allow yourself to have all that food. Just make sure you don't go for seconds. Just keep it all on one plate. Remember that you can enjoy all the foods you love and have a great time, and you don't always have to overdo it just because it's there. I understand the urge, trust me, but you're just gonna be left feeling overly full, bloated, and guilty, and you don't want to feel like that. I know I don't like to feel like that, and I know you don't either. Now, of course, the inevitable, we have to talk about this, so let's talk about alcohol. Alcohol, when you're going out to these events, can be kind of tricky because you want to fit in and have a drink, and you also maybe want to feel a buzz, especially if you're meeting new people. You might use it to calm yourself down and make yourself a little bit more friendly with people. I totally get it. I'm not telling you to cut out alcohol completely. That's definitely not the solution. But there are a few more mindful decisions that you can make surrounding drinking. Definitely try to stick with a lighter alcohol like tequila or vodka or rum. These tend to be lighter in calories. And then you should always find a mixer that is 0 calorie. Pineapple juice, cranberry juice, Coke can add up very quickly. And even drinks like red wine, champagne, these can have almost 200 or 300 calories per cup. So it's a much better option to stick to those lighter liquors like vodka and tequila and rum, and then pick like a Coke Zero or a club soda to pair with it. In my opinion, you can never go wrong with a tequila soda with lime or a Diet Coke and rum. Remember, you guys, life is all about balance. So don't feel guilty for enjoying yourself from time to time, especially if your 80% of the time looks really solid and then your 20% is you having fun with your friends and family and enjoying yourself. That is totally normal. And that is actually going to be the most healthy lifestyle at all. So I hope this video helped you realize that you can enjoy yourself, but but also have these little strategies in place to help you still achieve your goals and not overdo it all the time. And if it did help you out, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a video from your personal trainer bestie. We are almost at 100 subscribers, you guys. I'm so excited. I appreciate every single one of you, and to think that I've even helped one person from my videos really makes me happy. So I really hope I helped you today, and again, if I did, make sure you like, comment below, and subscribe. And I also post every single day on my TikTok and Instagram. I'll link that below too. Bye, guys.